Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to Bro Talk. I am your one of your hosts, Kareem. I'm here with my brothers Isaac, Bilal, and Mark G. Fellas, it's good to see y'all today. Happy Monday to you. If you're new to Bro Talk, this is a space for men to be able to have conversations around brotherhood, manhood, and fatherhood. This is a place where we do real talking, not that fake stuff. We try to keep it 1,000 to the best of our ability. So we welcome you all to join us in on the conversation. Today, I think is going to be a good one for us all because we are talking about the one thing that connects us all. Well, one of the three things that connects us all, and that's brotherhood. And the question for today is: Black men have enough real friendships, the kind where you can say "I'm not okay" and mean it, and saying that in a question way. Is that true or is that not true? What are your thoughts on that? What are your comments? So we love to hear from you. So if you're here for the first time, we appreciate you. Salute to you. We ask that you like our page, subscribe on YouTube. We're on Facebook Live and YouTube. Hit us up. Also, we have a Instagram page, Bro Talk, of the same name. Make sure you like that as well for our short form content. Brothers, how y'all doing today? Happy Monday to you. What's good?
Happy Monday.
Happy Monday. We here again at the same time every Monday. As Kareem reminded us today. You know what I mean? Same time. 9 o'clock.
Father
Thanks everybody for
Kareem.
tuning in. I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm blessed. Glad to make it to another week. Um yeah, and just kind of see what else is in store, this week. I don't got a lot of meetings and stuff at work this week, so the goal is trying to get some of those get some actual work done. This week, some of the things I've been putting off for a while. So I'm really, just kind of tapped in and focused on that from a work perspective. From a family perspective, man, just trying to enjoy the family this week a little bit. I think this is a week where we ain't got much going on. Just one kid got to go to gymnastics. No other random surprises coming. So, yeah, man, I think it's gonna be a good week for me.
When you say actual work, what does that look like?
So there's I guess as a supervisor, right? You always have the work of the team, like that things that are going on, things and challenges that might come up, that is not necessarily assigned to me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But also understanding as a employee and having a supervisor of my own and some specific tasks, there are some things that are assigned to me and that I got to get done too. So um yeah, those are the tasks that I'm really trying to elevate, or not elevate, but we can even say excavate off of my to-do list. I'm trying to get those out of the way.
Noted. Noted.
Yep,
Talk,
yep.
spoken like a true boss out here.
Nah, just a friend of the job.
That's funny. B, what's going on in your world, Brody? Even though I just saw you yesterday.
Yeah, man. It was a fast weekend. You know, crazy enough. So I'm working through some bank stuff, man. I got like people trying to defraud my account and all that. I'm like, man.
Oh
So
wow.
so I I haven't had any access to my bank and all that good stuff. So it was a crazy weekend in that regard. But God is good, and we just roll with all the punches and keep it moving. So we are here at another week, another bro talk. And we are just excited for what this week holds.
Cool. No doubt. Broski, what's going on, bro?
Man, I'm grateful, man. Good weekend, man. Good weekend. It's another weekend down, bro. Another weekend down.
Yeah, same for me. This weekend went kind of quick. We We didn't really have nothing major that was happening. Saw Barlow yesterday at the CTC camp, CTC training. And so KJ, even though he's 11 years old, still goes to the trainings and he gets to watch and take mental reps, as his uncle would say. So yeah, we had a good time. We're just kind of kicking it, chatting, you know, um, chatting with the other dads that are there too, as well, encouraging the young men as they are practicing and stuff like that. There was one young man, he's Caucasian, and B was talking to him for a little bit, you know, kind of give him some encouragement and all that. So it was cool, man. It's definitely a space for, you know, dads to kind of congregate and chat, you know, talk about the old times and things like that. But yeah, it was a good weekend this weekend.
Yeah. Before we get into the topic of conversation too, man, y'all know what else is this week as well, right?
Yo, Brewski, it's your anniversary this weekend?
Oh, it was last weekend.
It was last weekend.
The 10th, right?
Hey.
The 8th.
Yo, shout out to Brewski, man.
Yes,
Yo, shout out to Integrity.
Yes.
Spring 95.
Yeah,
Happy A Day.
And none of them boys remember, man. I'm the only one that remember.
I heard after.
I thought it was. I thought I was early. I'm thinking. You know what I got it mixed up with? April 15th.
Okay.
Which is tax day. I was like, I know it's around April, man. I knew it was around this week.
It's a week before tax day.
Yeah. That's right. Happy anniversary though.
Yeah, bro.
31 years. 31 years in the game.
31. Wow.
That's what's got.
31. I think right.
Your anniversary is older than some people we work with.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah.
Hey, I don't know if that was a shot at me. That was a shot.
No, come on. No. I ain't gonna do that.
No, you
I ain't gonna do that.
You know what I'm saying? Man. Come on, man.
I mean, I know I can be shiesty sometimes, but I wouldn't do it right there, though.
It's all right.
Yeah.
Speaking of speaking of taxes too, though, man. Like y'all got those done? Because
I just dropped mine off today. I gotta
get mine out, man.
I just signed on the line today, man. So
okay. Did you sign on that line because you get money back, or you just signed on the line?
Yeah, if I had to pay, man, I'd definitely wait 2 more days because
I think we got a good year.
That's why I say find you somebody who can do taxes like the rich people, so that way you know what I mean. You know, you don't have to pay the taxes.
Yeah.
We actually had a friend that works for a CPA firm doing for us this year, and I don't know what Ezra be thinking. Like I feel like she thinks like whenever you get taxes done, that's gonna be like $6,000-7,000 that you're gonna be getting back.
No.
And the reality is, right?
All that overtime?
Yes, well, no tax on overtime right now,
okay.
Right? But the reality is like the more money you start to make over the years, right? Different tax bracket you get in, the less money you're gonna get back. Yep. You can't pay out the same amount that you've been paying out, 10 years ago. And when you were making X amount of dollars, and 10 years later, you still paying out the same rate, and you think you're gonna get $6,000 back? Nah, like.
Yo, those were the
Uncle
days.
Sam says you're in the 22-24% tax bracket now.
Those were the days, though, bro. Yeah. Those were the days, boy.
So the only thing that saved us, the only reason we get money back is that we had a lot of sex. You know what I mean? And kids came out. So.
Yo, I was like in the middle of about to start.
Where's this going? Where's this going?
Hold on, did he say what I think he said?
He said it,
and he definitely said it.
Yeah, man. Them 4 little rugrats, man.
Yo.
So let me do my shout outs now. Shout out to Mia. who's the oldest, Ava, Zoe, and Eli. I appreciate y'all, and I'm gonna end the show the same way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Gotta get your own.
Hey man, they come through during tax time, right? They come through.
Yeah. Word, man, because that number, she showed us the number that we would have been paying.
Yeah.
Like if it wasn't for them, I'm like, man. Thank God.
Cause I need that's all with me, man. I need my princess here, man. She just in Ghana, just sitting. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I need you, especially
start that paperwork, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yo,
that's a dependent right there, man.
Man, listen.
Yo, you know, people be putting their dogs as dependents, man. They be putting like cousins that stay over the house. Yo, people be wild, yo.
Yeah, they are, man. God bless them when that IRS get caught up. So I did hear too that the IRS, or the government, they're supposed to be hiring like mad IRS agents as well too for this upcoming year, literally just to do audits on people. So if you make more, once you make more than $10,000, or you have a checking account that gets over $10,000, it automatically sends a signal to the IRS, and then they pick and choose. Like, okay, well, this doesn't seem, this seems like a legit form of income. Doesn't seem like a legit form of income. They got any questions? That's an audit.
Them YouTubers in trouble, bro. They in trouble.
Yeah, unless if they pay their taxes.
Well, if they pay their taxes. Oh, and barbers too. Sorry, B. And barbers. And salons. People that work at salons. My bad, y'all.
Hey, it'd be like that. Brother Ellis, we're shaking, bro.
What's up, Brother Ellis?
I got a shout out for you later too. Stick around.
So, speaking about brothers, man. So today's show wanted to kind of center it around brotherhood, if that's all right with y'all. And hopefully I don't have no feedback. Hopefully that's not me with the feedback. If it is,
no, that was me.
Oh, okay.
A little sip, my bad.
Yeah, so I just want to revisit back to the prompt that I was talking about brotherhood and do black men, do we have enough real friends? So I guess before we can even answer that question, what does it mean to have a friend? And then what does it mean to have a real friend? Because somebody said in the song, no new friends. I think it was the light-skinned dude named Aubrey.
I mean, I let me stop.
AKA Drake.
I go out. Yeah, let me stop before.
He wasn't with me shooting in the gym.
Nah.
Man, I grew up in an era where our rappers was like, yo, friends, how many of us have them?
Come on.
That's the song that came to mind when you said
ones we can depend on. Like,
yes, sir.
And when I say that, when I as I think about it, I'm looking at, and I'm fortunate and blessed to call y'all my brothers. But here's the reality, right? There are people who have brothers who they are not necessarily friends with. Mm-hmm. So to be able to call y'all not only my brothers but my friends, you know what I mean? I count myself extremely blessed.
Amen, bro. Amen. Yeah, and when I think about a real friend, I think about somebody who has been tested through time, right? So, yeah, we can be friends with anybody when there's good times, but when the tough times happen, is that person gonna be with you? They're gonna stick around, or if y'all get mad at each other, are they gonna run, or are they gonna stay and try to work things out? Like, to me, like, that's friendship, tried and true and tested. That's so when I think about friend, that's what I think about.
And can you do you have someone who will carry or share or tell you the difficult, truth, the uncomfortable message, like the hard thing, you know what I mean? Like, if y'all don't have that level of relationship, then y'all not necessarily, at the friendship level that we're talking about. I'm not saying they're not friends, but the friend level that we're talking about tonight is one where you know, those difficult, those uncomfortable conversations can and will be had, and let me take it a step further and say received, because sometimes people will share that uncomfortable or difficult message and it's not received, and when it's not received, then that's speaking to kind of maybe some internal work that a person may need to do to get where they need to be, because somebody that's telling you something uncomfortable or difficult or challenging, they knew it was that before they decided to tell you, but if they cared enough to tell you, understand, you know what I mean, it wasn't easy for them, and receive it in the spirit that it was given.
You know, yeah, go ahead, bro. I saw your mind going.
Yeah. This is a big topic, and we could sit here. We could say the okie-doke, the good things about friendship and all that stuff, but sometimes I think people get in your life for certain reasons, you know, and for us as individuals, sometimes we have to shape it, because everybody's reason for being in your life, it may not be what you're looking for as a friend. Some people just come into your life for, just like I said, for different reasons, and you have to respect it. You may not like it, but you have to respect it. You know what I'm saying? Friendship is a big word, you know. And as for me, you know, I have select friends where I say it was my friends. Like, I take them to that deep water, and I will save them. You know, and it's not a lot. And you guys may think it's a lot of people. No, I know a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? Throughout this brotherhood, I met a lot of people, a lot of alphas. I mean, they're not my friend, but we are brothers, and there's a difference within that. You know what I'm saying? And that sometimes we have to understand that. You know, there's a difference. Even within our own chapter, we have brothers that's just, they're not our friends. They, you know, because I know I have a few of them that's not my friend. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you know. But let's be for real. I'm just be for real. You know, it's a difference, man. For me, I try to keep it real at all times. I respect the brotherhood, and I respect friendships. There's some of you brothers, man, that I have deep rooted friendship. I could bring my son or my daughter and just drop them off. You know what I'm saying? And know that they're gonna be okay. That's friendship to me. You understand what I'm saying? I could reach out to any one of you guys and say, hey, A, B, and C. And then you guys not gonna question me on the A and B and the C. You know what I'm saying? So those are things for me that are important to the brotherhood part of it, and even friendship outside of the brotherhood. Some people you may have a 20 something year relationship, man, on friendship. And in the long run, you know what I'm saying, people do things behind your back that, you know, you let them do it because it's not hurting the situation. But after a while, they get a toll, and you just say, hey, man, you sit down and you try to talk to them to let them know from 10 years ago you did this, you did that. It's like you keep a paper trail. You know what I'm saying? And they be looking at you like, oh, you know. So you have those type of people in your life too. So you got to be very careful of those people, because those are the people that, you know what I'm saying, they will if you have no clue, you go places with them, and they'll left you standing. You know what I'm saying? So we got to be careful. You know what I'm saying? As individuals, as a person.
So there's levels to friendships, then, bro.
Oh,
that's what I'm hearing.
There's big levels to friendship. There's big levels to friendship. We can't just sit here today, man, and talk about. Because when I saw, you know, I didn't read up the thing till just now, because, man, I was taking a nap. You know what I'm saying? And I started reading it just now when you put it up, but I was like, oh, I said, this is a great topic. It's a great topic. It's an excellent topic in my mind. And then my mind started racing, like, how am I going to handle this? How am I going to say my first statement. No, I'm gonna make my first statement. You know what I'm saying? So it's levels to friendship.
What you have anything that you were thinking about?
Yeah, no, I agree. If you were gonna say something on these lines, you go, because I was gonna kind of flip it.
I got you. Yeah, I got you. No, yeah, I was just gonna say, like, man, there's levels. I think so for anybody that's listening and watching, we're all brothers. We've all known each other for over 20 years, right? I consider them not just my brothers, but I do consider them my friends. And tried, true, and tested friends at that. We used to live together at one point in life. And I know that, tested.
Hey, that's cool.
Yo, BB, you
want to see how strong a friendship is?
Oh, here you go.
Live with somebody.
You right. Absolutely.
and see what happens when they bring home, some fish sticks.
And hot dogs.
4, 5, 6 of them. No, your other partner don't eat burgers. And they could have been a chicken sandwich. You know what I'm saying?
Did you even grab tartar sauce with those, bro?
Man,
nah, we got ketchup.
That's disgusting. Oh my goodness.
And then come home and drink up all the juice, drink up all the Kool-Aid in the fridge, man.
Hey, they didn't call me Juice for no reason, man. Juice was my name when I got to college.
Man. What Pop say on Friday? He said, drink up all the Kool-Aid. All of it.
Rest in peace to that brother, man. So yeah, I definitely agree. That's levels. But what I wanted to say too was, I got other friends outside of the organization, right? I think that's important too, because if you're listening and watching right now, these brothers are not my only friends. I have a childhood friend that I've known for 30 years that I'm still in contact with. We live on 2 different coasts, but that's my man's right there. And I got another friend that I grew up with. We talk every now and then, but every time we get together, it's like we never left, right? So yeah, I believe too, man. There's definitely levels to friendships and just prioritizing. And like you said, bro, so true. Some friendships are only for a season, some are for a lifetime, and it's okay. And sometimes it might be for a season, then they be out the picture for a while, and then they come back. It just works like that sometimes. And then you got some you just ain't friends no more, and that's okay too.
Yeah, I agree wholeheartedly with everything y'all brothers said. Like,
yo, who said is that friend married to it? Come on, man.
You said what?
Yeah, I was reading something else, man. I think that was my dean being ignorant, but yeah, I got you.
Yeah, it was in a private chat, so it's on.
Yeah, yeah, you stupid.
Nah, I agree with everything you brother said, man. There's definitely levels to it, man. I kind of look at it as friends and family. So I think at a certain point in time, like I stopped calling somebody a friend, and I just say that's family, brother. That's my brother. That's my sister, right? If you ain't super cool yet, you could be a cousin, but I think that's kind of where those where the relationships go for me. It's kind of that linear process. You might become an acquaintance, and then you hit the friend level, like if we really rocking, and then you get to that family level, and that's kind of how I look at my relationships and how I engage with people. But I wanted to say as well too that so I think each of those for me, like each of those 3 classifications for me is something different, and also something I think that you need to be well-rounded as well. Like sometimes you don't necessarily want to go to your brother or sister because with something, because they're going to tell you exactly what you want, what you need to hear, and you don't want to hear it in that moment.
Yo, that happened to me this weekend. No lie, that happened to me this weekend, bro.
I might just be at a point with this question or this feeling or this thing that, you know what, I just want to go out and explore and enjoy it, right? So, you know, I might call up one of my friends and link up and say, hey, man, you know, what you think about that X, Y, and Z? And they probably gonna lie to you and be like, yeah, you should go and do that. And I'm be like, yeah, you're right. I should go and do that because that's the answer I was looking for, right? So, I think those are all important relationships to have, but also it's important to, you know, self-regulate, right? And kind of understand, like, you know, at what point of life that you're in, right? What are your goals, and, you know, who to go to for, you know, those specific responses to those questions that you might have as well too. So I just wanted to add that spin in there as well. And what you brothers think about that?
I just wanted to say this.
Spin.
Yeah, that's a great spin. I just want to say real quick, man. Remember that commercial? Friends don't let friends do drugs. Y'all remember that?
Where is this going, Kareem? Because you know your track record in history with quotables is not the best. So where is this going?
What I'm saying is that, you know, you got a friend when you want to do something stupid or silly, and they be like, nah, bro, you don't want to do that because these are the consequences. And as your friend, I'm not gonna let you do that. I'm not gonna let you, you know, do your life in that way, at least the best of my ability. Now, if you choose to do it, then that's on you. But just know that I told you that that's not a good step. So I think that's important too, man. Because
and sometimes it's like I'm gonna go have that conversation with my brother because I know Kareem's gonna tell me this, and then I'm gonna go hang out with my friend because Kareem ain't give me the right answer. You know what I mean?
That's a great point. I would take it a step further and say, like, you know, the depth of friendship that I, you know, I think we're really kind of unpacking on tonight is somebody who even if they do say, yo, listen, nah, you don't need to do that, and I'm not feeling you doing that, but if you choose to do that, I'm gonna be right there, so that way you don't end up in a worse off situation, because, you know, if you go do something stupid, you can find yourself in a situation where, you know, you can compound a bad situation. You know what I mean? So
it's like, yo, I'll let you get to this point, but then I'm just yoke you up.
Exactly. Like, yo, you know what, man? I told you not to go out and drink and get drunk, sloppy drunk, but you did it anyway. But what I'm definitely not gonna let you do is now get behind the wheel. You know what I mean? Like, so it's like, yeah, you know what I mean? I'm gonna be a voice of reason, but I'm also going to be there and hold you down as well, because, again, you know, the friend in me will be like, yeah, man, I know I told him not to do it, but I also, and honestly, when you've been friends with somebody long enough and y'all have that close enough level relationship, you know, when you tell them, like, when you giving them sound counsel, that is going, you can tell when it's going in one ear and out the other. Like, you can tell, like, yeah, man, I know he hear me, but I can tell by the look on his face, like, is he about to go do exactly what he just said, and he ain't thinking two pennies about what I just told him.
Nah,
so,
man, you can't let him talk to Jezebel either. That's the other thing. You can't let him talk to Jezebel.
Yeah, absolutely. But
yeah, so I just like want to try to beat this, right? So whenever Kareem says something that he's looking for a reaction for, he'll just like, he start lurking. Like, I'm about to say this, and I'm about to see how everybody reacts.
Because he knows how wild this stuff he be saying, and I'm like, yo, man, he be saying some off the wall stuff. I'm like, man,
I'm not gonna entertain him, man. I'm gonna shake my head and just smile at him, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. But I mean, especially even for us, man, when we go out, I know that first, you know, I don't drink like that. I may take one little, you know, ladies' drink or something like that. You know, Amaretto sour, that's my go-to, you know. I may drink one, probably two, but I'm gonna drink that as soon as we walk in. You know what I'm saying? As soon as we walk in, because we know I'm gonna be there for the next 3 hours or something like that, right? So that used to be my because I know that I have people to drive. You know what I'm saying? Especially when we go in a you know, a lot of us go in one car. I just know, okay, I got this car of brothers. I gotta drive home. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna take the keys, I'm gonna drive them home. You know what I'm saying? My goal is to get everybody home safe. I just know that was a role that I played for a long time. Even when we take long trips, and we drive out, you know what I'm saying? We got a brother named Dr. Leonard Brock. He don't trust every one of us to drive. You know what I'm saying? He do that, trust everybody to drive. You know what I'm saying? So I know that he's comfortable with him around the steering wheel. So he'll go to sleep. You know what I'm saying? He won't go to sleep for nothing else, but he'll go to sleep. You know what I'm saying? So I always make sure, man, that we get home, man. That's important because we got families too.
I mean, that's an important thing, but you was doing that in college though, before the families, before the wives, before
all of that,
man, because we want to, live life, man, but we can't do that, when we make bad decisions. Now, I did see somebody wrote a comment, and I just want to shout them out. Howard and Leslie, boy, after a while, you have to leave them alone. If they are a danger to themselves, then what more would they do to you? What are y'all brothers' thoughts about that? I think that's two-sided, but I just wanted to hear what y'all want to say about that.
I feel where he's coming from because there are some. So that's someone I don't know that I would call them a friend. Like if if someone has that place in them that they'll go to where they'll put you also in harm's way. You know what I mean? So I was just having this conversation with I might have been today, and some years ago I used to supervise an after school program, and because of where the program was housed, you had to be a resident of that area in order to attend the after school program. So, of course, I'm not one, if y'all know me, you know my heart. I'm not one to turn kids away. But I would always, I had a rule. If you were coming in and you did not live there, you had to be coming in with a friend who did live there. And so, and when because they had to vouch for you, because they had to take responsibility for you. And so, whenever they would ask, like, "Oh, can my friend come in?" I said, "Well, what's my other rule?" My second rule was it had to be somebody that they had influence over. And that was because I always say, listen, if they're doing something that isn't doesn't go along with the rules that we have in the center, then you need to be able to correct them and they listen and respond to you. Because if you don't, and then I have to step in, then now they got to go. Because if they won't listen to you and you their friend and you got a relationship with them, then that means they don't respect you. So that's not so. And I would tell them, and that's not a friend. A friend is somebody that y'all have some level of influence with one another. That that if you say something, if you get to a point where they really know that you mean something and you speaking from the heart. They'll hear it, they'll receive it from you, and I think to brother Rose's point, he says, you know which one to go to for what, you know what I mean. I'll give a prime example. If ever y'all know my brother Wallace, you knew him, so you knew what type of personality he had, and you knew how protective he was when it came to me.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't even take small disagreements that could be perceived as conflict to him because I know the level of escalation he was going to take it to. So I was like, you know what? If I'm just looking to vent about something that happened, I'm not going to vent to my bro about that because I know where he's going to take it. He's going to be like, listen, we about to go find them, and then it's going to be definitely.
He was a let's take a ride type of brother.
Yeah, that was him, and kind of speaking of that, when we kind of touch on some some of the points and things, because I see Brother Howard and Leslie Boyd followed up. Harm to you may not be intentional, but it just happens happens to you because you are present. That's a fact. That is a fact. You know what I mean? That's a fact. You know what I mean? Being kind of ended up in a line of fire behind some stuff. So that's absolutely that definitely. I've seen it happen.
Yeah, I just want to say that there's even some family members that they might be your family, but they're not your friend, right? Meaning that you're not gonna hang around them because you already know to their point, right? You already know what time it is with them. You love them because they're family members, but like I ain't going nowhere with you because I already know how you get down.
Yeah, and I'll say too as an example, man.
I don't love him.
Back in the day,
that too, bro. I mean, that happens too.
Yeah, but back in the day, man, y'all remember first and third Fridays, right?
Yeah.
Every weekend.
I don't recall this. Can you share this with me, sir?
You talk about me or him? Oh yeah.
So, but it's gonna build on that, right? So, but literally every first and third Fridays we was out, but every weekend we were, going out, having fun, chilling, right?
There was a time of our lives
that always went out, right? Mm-hmm. And every once in a while, like you got the core group, right? That's gonna go, and there's rules of engagement, throughout the evening. We're gonna go out, we're gonna have a good time. But if someone starts acting stupid, like, then they can't be a part of the team anymore. Mm. And that happened, like, even after, that, like, Brock and I, we would kind of go out and you invite somebody to, come out and chill. And then they just go a little bit too overboard. They're not matching that same energy. You feel something's wrong. They do something that's out of pocket and bring trouble. It's like that's the last time that you can chill with us. And maybe it's not that they're intentionally trying to do something wrong, but their energy is just off. And and you just can't be a part of the crew, right? So again, I think that's kind of the difference between having somebody that you can trust, right? And having somebody that and having somebody that is truly genuine, truly a brother, because you don't even really have to say anything. It could just be a head nod, like, yeah, we out. Like, it's time to go, right? Because you can sense the energy, you have that connection, you have that feeling. And when somebody else comes into the fold that just doesn't isn't meshing with that, then you understand where they are in my compartments, right? Acquaintance, friends, and brother. Like, eventually, like we could be building a bond, we could be cool, like we can be cordial, and we can be moving towards that direction. But when you do something, that changes the trajectory, of becoming, part of that, friendship or becoming part of the family, I don't know that you could ever get that back with me. I just, and I think at that point, we just decide that, you got to cut ties, or, you're going to always be in this acquaintance. Like, we cool. Like, we can hang out if we're not out. Right. But I know how you act when you're out. So that's not going to be an option. And it's really just kind of putting people, in those places, like, and understanding like what they're there for. And yeah, you're a cool person when you're not drunk, but if you have alcohol, like, I can't be around you. And really, I think it's just understanding, people in the positions that they're in as well too.
The people I didn't like being around were those the guys who felt like they had to talk to like everybody's girl. You know what I mean? And like, to me, I was like, yo, if you do that to them, what makes you think you're not gonna do that? What makes me think you're not gonna do that to me?
What do you consist of talking to other people, girl? Because, like, I know a cat like me. I used to go to parties on different campus, and I say hi to somebody. I
ain't talking about that. I ain't talking about that.
Fans, baby.
Yeah,
so I'm gonna say hi to you. You know what I'm saying?
Did you just say you had a lot of fans?
I have a lot.
FANS.
I have a lot of fans, baby.
Okay.
All right. University of Rochester.
Okay.
I was, you know what I'm saying? From GCC to MCC, bro.
To FLCC. I got you. All right.
Yes. You know what I'm saying? Finger Lakes, all of them, they used to come out and show me love, man. Yep. Because I'm the brother in the box office.
So you the original champion.
I don't want to say like you're saying it right now. The way you saying it with the smirk on your face, that's not the way I'm really trying to speak the message. I'm trying to get to what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? All I'm saying is, hey, this is the second time, man. The third time we're gonna. This is the second time you shot at me this morning today. It's all right. No, I'm just saying. You know, I speak to a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? I speak to a lot of people, man. So I wanted to get back to what you were saying. I didn't understand your statement. You know what I'm saying? Because I speak to a lot of people. I give hugs. You know what I'm saying? So some people can't take it.
That's true. That's true.
I never care about none of that. You know what I'm saying? You got to put on your big boy boxers, man, and keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? I never disrespect somebody just to disrespect. No,
and I think that's what I'm talking about.
Not in that setting.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
There's a lot of brothers I didn't grip them. I walk right by them, you know what I'm saying? But you know, I keep it moving.
Selah.
I know I you say something earlier in our statement. And it missed me, man. You were saying something, the statement that you just made. And I wanted to add to it, but I forgot what you said because Kareem just said that nonsense.
What about going out and people having different energies?
Yes. There's a lot of times we went out and we look at each other and we was like, yo, man, let's roll out. You know what I'm saying? We're not feeling it. It's just not a good feeling. And we'll leave. Man, 30 minutes after we leave, man, it's chaotic. Cops call, everything.
Oh yeah.
Hey, we look at each other. We be like, man, thank God we wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? And we do that at alpha parties. We go to an alpha party. But there's a couple of times I go to party at RIT. And we look around like,
how you know I was just thinking about that. I was just thinking about
bro,
that.
We used to look at each other and be like, yeah, we're not feeling it today. So guess what?
Or we get invited because
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
we get invited because a lot of little things.
Yeah,
you know what
man.
But we used to look at it like, yeah, we're not feeling it tonight. So guess what? We out. Man, 30 minutes down the line, man. Knuckles,
they'd have cleared the whole thing out.
They cleared the whole thing. You know
yeah, and that just kind of lends to the conversation or the comment about the unintentional harm. Like that.
Yes.
That's not necessarily intentions, right? But like when you start to see people acting a certain type of way, or moving a little bit differently than you usually wouldn't do, or you start to see things happening around you. It's just like those type of people, man. We can't chill. You know what I mean? Like, but also I think it's being able to have that brotherhood where you might not see something happening, but you have so much trust in this other person that if they say, yo, it's time to go, then you just know it's time to go. Like there's no questions asked, right? There's never been a time where we was out together and somebody was like, yo, we got to get up out of here, that everybody like, no, that's not going to happen. Nah, we out. Like you got to move, like move as a unit, because I trust that your instincts, I trust your instincts because I know you, and we've had that time to build and connect. So you say it's time to go, bro. I'm not about to be like, nah, man. I'm staying. I'm here. Like,
yo, did you go with us to Buffalo? Did you come to Brock? Did you go to Buffalo, Brock and I, when we was at I forgot where we was at.
The Armory.
We was somewhere, bro. All I remember is I think the Deltas had just crossed that day. Yeah, they might have crossed that day. Maybe not. But we was on the wall, and I don't know, Brock, he be sensing this stuff. He was like, yeah, yo, we got to get up out of here, man, because, I ain't liking the scene right now. I ain't liking the type of folks that's coming in here. And lo and behold, when we left, yo, man, they was da-da-da-da. I was like, man, I don't know how you knew that, bro. But I didn't test him. I was like, all right, well, let's go. And that's when we fell asleep in the car and didn't wake up till the morning. So that's a whole nother story.
I definitely wasn't there.
Nah, you wasn't there for that one. Yeah.
Nah.
But let's address Calvin's comment.
Yeah, it's crazy you said that. I was just responding to it. In the
what my little brother say, man.
He was saying that kind of what he's noticed about his best friends, his brother's family, they came outside of the environment that he grew up in. He said coming to Brockport changed his life. Dunks, Jose, Femi, Danny, and I have been friends almost 20 years now. Once I knew those brothers were a safe space, and I knew I could let my guard down and be something that he was able to be something he never was, and that's vulnerable. He said, and that's how he knew the love was real. And I think that's such a true point, like on a deep level, right? Conditioning is so important, right? It's so impactful to our life. We're shaped by the environments that we grow up in or spend our time primarily around. And it's not until you get exposed to other environments that you see, your baseline. You can see what your baseline was. Like when it's your baseline, that's all you know. And so it was, I may have told this story before on here, but I remember when my wife and I, when we first bought the house, there's no street lights. And I'm used to dogs barking, guns, gunshots and police sirens and loud music and cussing.
Welcome, brother. Welcome.
Hey, Kareem, don't say nothing.
Yeah, like yo, man. Yeah, he on his little suburban nonsense, right? So when we first got in the house, it was like, man, the silence was unnerving to me. I'm like, this is a sign that tells me something about to go down. And so I'm on high alert, high guard. I'm like, yo, it's about to go left at any point. I need to be ready. So, over time though, I remember going back to the neighborhood that I grew up in, and I was like, man, I was there like 10, 15 minutes, and I was like, yeah, we out. And packed my family up. And it wasn't because I didn't have love for there. It was like I had been reconditioned. I could see my baseline for what it was. And I understood that peace, quiet was a normalcy that everyone should have. You know what I mean? Like trauma and chaos, like that's not a healthy baseline. You know what I mean? And unfortunately that's a lot of people's reality. It was my lived reality. You know what I mean? So I think it's important that so often that we get that exposure, get a chance to experience different environments, different communities, different cultures, because we get a chance to experience and get exposed to conditions that can ultimately result in us being reconditioned. I got a question for once brothers. No, you could share your thought because it's tied to, but it's gonna take us in a different direction. So if you're not tied to this,
I want to make a statement. I know what Calvin said, man, was good. Being a college campus, I'm saying, safe space for like an inner city kid is important. A young man, I'm saying, as such as myself. But I also want to say that also we got people that was role models on that Brockport campus that I don't think they have it out there no more like it used to be. You know what I'm saying? I'm not taking nothing away from his statement that he made, but we had a lot of people that was in place to make sure Calvin is okay. You know what I'm saying? To see if he's having a bad day, I could look at him and say, "Oh, you good?" And you know what I'm saying? It's not a lot of those little gyms on campuses anymore because everybody is just in their phone and doing their own thing. You know what I'm saying? And not only that, a lot of these young, I don't know what they call themselves, Gen Zs or whatever they call it. So they call them now? I don't pay attention to none of that. Huh? B, I can't
depending on when they got here, they might be Gen Z, Gen Alpha,
whatever. I don't pay no attention to none of that Gen Z, Gen Alpha. You get me confused. You know what I'm saying? So I don't pay attention to none of that. But what I wanted to say is that it's different now in college, being on a college campus and know you're not from home. B, some of the same thing that you shared. Coming to Brockport was just the bomb to me. Coming out of New York City, straight out of Brooklyn, it was just the best thing for me. You know what I'm saying? And I love it. I didn't even want to go home. my first semester, I don't want to go home. You know what I'm saying? So I understand that quietness. I could hear the bird chirp, you know what I'm saying? And it's a bird that's chirping. It's not no shot that lick. You understand what I'm saying? It's not no firecrackers. Firecrackers come on July 4th. You know what I'm saying? And boom, boom, boom. After a while, you don't hear it no more. You know what I'm saying? So for me, it was that I had those feelings. I could lay down in my bed and I could be like, wow. You know what I'm saying? Everything is good. I could run outside. My door could be open because I know y'all coming over. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to get up and go downstairs and open the door for y'all cats or something like that. So all those things was important to me. You know what I'm saying? And me living in Brockport, and you know what I'm saying, it was great. It was great. So I understand that. What Calvin is saying about, you know, him being friends with those other young men, it's a beautiful thing. You know what I'm saying? It's a beautiful thing because at that time there was a lot of role models on campus. There was a lot of role models, you know what I'm saying? And I think that's important play within a young man development when it comes to being on a college campus, or even a young woman too, because I mentor a lot of young ladies on our campus. I was a big brother, I was a father figure, I was a uncle, whatever you want to call it. You know what I'm saying? And I have that space to make sure it's a safe space for a lot of these young people, especially coming up from the inner city, and know what they go through, and know I live it and I walked it myself. So for me, my work was never tired. I was never tired. You know what I'm saying? Especially I know my little sisters, they used to, my pocket used to be broke, especially when it comes to Valentine's Day. Man, you know what I'm saying? I used to be going to Bath and Body, you know what I'm saying, buying them, you know, little stuff, one get two. I used to have but it's one
thing. You
thing.
gotta catch the sale days, bro. You gotta
one thing.
Sale days, man.
I was never hungry on that campus. Brockport campus, I was never hungry. You know, Kareem, I was never hungry, man. When you used to feel hungry walking around the student union, not me, because I have a little sister who have $500-$600 on their card, and I used to go eat. I used to, can I get your card? They ain't say no to me. Boom. You know what I'm saying? I was good. It was a heart to it, babe.
I'm gonna let you have it, bro. I'm gonna let you have it, bro.
There's a couple things I can say it on the show. When I was in college, I never buy soap and toothpaste. And you know why?
Why?
Females used to buy them joints in bulk. I used to go to my little sister's room and I used to get soap. I used to get toothpaste. I'm trying to tell you. I was that.
What's your Irish Spring?
Hey, shout out to Ezra too, man. I used to get some stuff from her room. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Ezra. You know what I'm saying?
Because going to her door, she always had mad stuff. I'm like, why? I'm like, yo, where do you even fit this stuff in here? But yeah,
man, listen. Shout out to Candace and Conchia, man. Hey, I love y'all girls. I used to get a lot of stuff out of their room, man. Ooh, I used to get a lot. You know what I'm saying? I'm going back.
That's because they got that EOP check, man.
Man, listen. Nah, they used to bring it from home.
EOP check must be nice. I know nothing about that.
Shut up, man. Shut up.
Live good.
I was on the struggle.
Yo, you was getting a book check every month too. You just wasn't getting it, or you just wasn't getting it from EOP.
Yeah, you're right. I was getting it from somewhere. Yeah, you're right about that.
I wasn't.
Well, you came from MCC, right?
My transfer from MCC. Yeah.
Transfer from MCC. Yeah.
I couldn't afford books at MCC either.
Hey, man, that's all right.
Yo, wow. Yo, question. Have any of you ever experienced losing a best friend, like legit, like somebody who was, and I had lost people and I had friends who had passed away, but man, everyone that knows me and knows the relationship I have with my brother, that hit deep on a level, I feel it even as I say it, man. My brother was my best friend. So like losing him, I didn't just lose a sibling, man. I lost my best friend, like my confidant, like my, my protect. It was just like, so has anyone, ever experienced that profound loss in terms of a friend? You know what I mean? And what was that like? And kind of how did you move through that, work through that, and if you're still working through it, you know what I mean? Which thoughts there?
For me, I lost my sons from Albany. Devin. It was a number one, spring '95.
Yeah, I've heard you talk about Devin before.
Yeah, and to see him struggle in the bed, I went to see him. You know, what I'm saying, we got a phone call that we got I was in down here, and his line brother, his number three, we all just drove up. He came and picked me up, and we just drove up because we don't know if he was going to live past that day or the other days. So couldn't talk. He's laying in the bed, and when he sees my face, it's like he just light up, and it's like he tried to talk to me. I'll never forget that. He tried to say something. You know, he couldn't even eat. You know, we have to feed him with a sponge, like put something like, dip it and just put it in his at his lip. And I'm looking at, man, I'm feeding a grown man like that, and I'm like, God, why? You know what I'm saying? This kid right here he's cool. He's, you know what I'm saying, never knew anything bad or see anything bad about him when we go out, when we talk, when we, you know what I'm saying, it's always, you know what I'm saying, it's always intentional with him. He always consistent with his, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, man, I'm sitting on the side of his bed and I'm feeding him. And to the point where he was getting pain meds out of the drip. And the doctor had to come in and say, hey, he's too excited. You guys got to leave. You know what I'm saying? Because of the three people that was walking to the room, one of us is LB, one of them is his sons from Oxford University. That's a kill, and then it's me. You know what I'm saying? And me and him was really, really cool. That was my travel partner. That was my, you know what I'm saying? Yo, what we doing this weekend? Yo, let's organize this. Let's do this, So Devin was that person, for me, and just to see him like that, man, and for me, just to go and have to tell him, like, I'm here, relax, just chill, And then later on, more brothers start coming. That's 95. His dean was in the room, and it was a big day. And you got some people that don't like to. And my son's Ian from Tech, from Long Island, he don't like to see none of that. But he showed up out of respect. You know what I'm saying? Him and I, we had to argue. That's my boy. For him to show up, because I get it. Some people don't like, he'll tell me, he's like, yo, man, if you go before me, and I'll just let you know, I'm not going to be there. You know what I'm saying? Some people are like that. Some people just want to know you the way you are. And I'm like that to a certain extent. I don't like funeral. I show up to funeral to show support. You know what I'm saying? Just to show support, but I would not look at the body. My own father, I didn't see my own father when I went to his funeral. I don't look at it because I want to remember him the way he was. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, man, something I'm still dealing with, especially when it comes this time of the year. You know what I'm saying? The summertime, I'm dealing with that because I'm like, man, one piece of the puzzle is missing. You know what I'm saying? And he is that piece.
Yeah, for sure, man. Listen, prayers to anybody that's lost somebody that close.
I was just gonna look at it from a different, perspective that, most of you, I mean, all of you know, and some that are listening, man, is that just thinking about that. Had I not had a praying wife and praying brothers, man, I could have been that friend. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And just thinking about like the pain of knowing how, people would have felt. You know what I mean? So I'm thankful that I'm here and I'm talking with you all and having this conversation, and that's a pain for another day, right? In a sense, because at some point we all gonna go. Just hopefully I can get my full. I'm praying I get my full 77 years plus interest. You know what I mean? We can keep it rocking, but I was just kind of sitting here thinking about that. As we say, live to see another day or another night.
I was so glad when you called me, bro. I never answered my phone so fast. Like, you know what I'm saying? I know, seriously, bro. I remember when you called me, it's like, you may, well, back in our day when we used to have our little shorties want to get a phone call, want to get that phone call. I even like phone ring it, jump. Bro, I jump like that to your call, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, man.
Appreciate it, bro.
So like, I'm like, is somebody pranking me? Yo, Juice. You like, yeah. I was like, oh man, like, everything in me was just like, ooh, okay. You know what I'm saying? It said my blood pressure was 200. It dropped to like 50. You know what I'm saying? It was just a beautiful thing for me, man. When you call me, I think God knew that I needed that call. You know what I'm saying? But it was a good day, bro. After you called me, it was a beautiful day.
Appreciate that, man. I also just want to say, man, I know he's not on here right now, but just knowing their journey, man, we lost Bishop. I know that was Bama's like, I mean, yeah, that was his bishop, but that was his 8-spoon coon right there. And
but spiritual father.
Yeah, seriously.
You will have pastors. You know what I mean? Spiritual father is a different level of relationship.
Yeah, definitely, man.
Hey, Bishop was that dude, man.
Yeah, he definitely was, man. Shout out to his family, man. But
he pledged me in his chamber. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh yeah.
Hey, every time I remind him. I said, Bishop, you can't tell me not to say nothing to your daughter. I'm gonna say whatever I want to say. Yeah. Bruce, stay away from my daughter. I said, man, listen, man, I love your daughter, man. That's my baby, man.
Yeah. But the person I was thinking about, man, was Peterson and John. Like having seen, thankfully, I've been in a good spot, man. But to see, to see him have to deal with that, you know what I mean? Like his line brother, and his man, that was rough. Like that was really rough, man, to see, him go through that. But I'm thankful that he had people around him. And I'm not speaking for Harrison, but I'm just saying from observation, just seeing that, I was like, man, I was distraught, just because we prayed, right? We prayed and we had the calls, and I think that's the thing about faith, man. And, our faith particularly is that sometimes, hey, man, it's a different plan. And we just don't know. We don't know why. We know who, but we don't know why, man. And we just got to deal with that pain and have each other to deal with it,
And for you to say that, man, we just lost, the Brockport community, man, just lost a big figure that was like a big sister to all of us. I just got the message last week, and I just received. You guys don't know her at all.
Okay,
don't know her at all. It was like, she was a junior when I was like a freshman.
Okay.
Saying, yeah. So she live in, I think she live in Atlanta. So I got a message from, my girl Dana. Shout out to Dana. Her name is Kiki. You know what I'm saying? She's a coach. You know what I'm saying? She's at Brooklyn. She from New York City if you see her.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Cool as a fan, man. Love family. You know what I'm saying? So when I got the message that she passed, I was like, what? Kiki passed? You know what I'm saying? So you just like, you evaluate yourself like, wow, I haven't talked to Kiki in so much years. You know what I'm saying? But if I see her on the street, she's going to be like, bro, what's up, bro? It's going to be like we just talked yesterday. You know what I'm saying? She's that type of person. But is a loss, you know what I'm saying, for some of those Brockville heads in the 90s. You know what I'm saying? And Mark Morrison and, all of them, they know who she is and stuff like that. So shout out to Kiki's family, man. Love and respect.
Man, this has been a great conversation, bro. I think this is probably a good time for us to start to do our shout outs, man. But B, did you have one last thing you wanted to say, or you just kind of sitting in the moment?
Yeah, man, listen, prayers to anybody who has lost, you know what I mean, someone that was like that friend, you know what I mean, that level of friend, because again, it's when you've experienced it, you know how profound a loss it is. And my wife and I, we were talking last week, and it was related to siblings, but I think it applies to friend groups as well. She said, it was something to the effect of you have one friend who will see all of their, friends and attend all of their friends' funerals, and one friend that won't get a chance to attend any. Means like we all got to go at some point, you know what I mean? And that's just, that's life.
The thing that we didn't say, bros, sometimes you lose a friend and they still living.
Yeah, they're living in you.
You know what I mean? No, not even that.
Yes,
like you just end the friendship.
Oh, you talking about that one? Okay.
Yeah, I'm talking about that one. Yeah, the friendship just ends.
I have a lot of those.
And
there's grief and there's mourning that happens with that as well, because again, sometimes you don't ever anticipate, you can't see, like, man, you can't imagine your life and not have this friend or this person, in it, and life will throw you those curveballs, man.
Yeah. So that's real, man. That's real. Man, I don't even know how to end this show. I'm just kind of, y'all got me in my feelings, bro.
Let me end it for you. Shout out. Who want to go first? End it for you, baby. Shout out.
All right, man. Well, Brooke, you want to kick us off?
Oh, I'll kick you off. I have no problem kicking you off. Hey, man, I want to shout out to Erica, man. We just brought up Rufus McGee. Shout out E Money. That's my little homie right there. Grew up together, man. And I love to see the way she has grown into the lady that she is. I don't get to see her too often, but I might have to give her a call one day just to check in on her. She's been a great mom. So I just want to say shout out to E Money. Shout out to Bama, man. I haven't talked to Bama in a minute. I don't know how that country boy is doing. Did he move back to Alabama?
Nah.
No? Okay. I just wanted to make sure. Yeah, shout out to him, man. And shout out to you, brothers. Shout out to Rachel, my big sister Rachel Grant, and everybody else, man. My dean who hit me up earlier today while we was on here. Shout out my dean, Patrick Setch. Love you, my brother. And love all y'all brothers, man. Eminem, my guy. Shout out.
No doubt. Well, I want to shout out
Brock too, man. I didn't see that. I didn't hear from that dude in like 2 years.
Well,
Brock, man.
What I was just gonna say, man, shout out to Brock and Little C's. They was chilling this past weekend, man. So shout out to them brothers. I forgot.
Little C's though. It can't just be C's.
Oh, my bad, C's, man. See, already you know the love is there.
Yo,
I was thinking about the rapper. That's why I said Little C's, man.
Who called him a half an alpha that time? Was that Brock? Brock
called
him a half an alpha.
Called who an alpha?
Called C's.
Oh, Caesar.
Yeah, called him a half an alpha.
Oh, that's something that Brock would do.
That's started in Pie though, because
from the little dude.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's my man. My man Sean. My man Sean. Yeah. My man.
Hey, that dude is disrespectful, bro. He's disrespectful.
Yo, I used to see Sean like randomly in places, bro, like DC, Virginia. I saw him at homecoming. I was like, yo,
you cats is wild.
That's my dude right
there. Good dude, though. Good dude.
Yeah, that's a good brother right there.
Yeah,
that's your says though, B. That's your says. Right?
Yeah. Listen, I know, man. That's my guy.
All right.
Wow, man.
So want to shout out, man, to Caesar. And truth be told, man, Caesar, y'all don't know this, but Caesar's the youngest brother to come through Raw for chapter, man. That young man is a genius.
He was 15, man.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He was 15 when he came through, yeah. And now he looks 17.
Nah, he looked 20. And lastly, man, I just want to shout out to my kids, shout out to my wife. I love you. Happy Deltaversary. They celebrated 15 years this year. They are going on a trip, on a very special trip to out of town. So shout out to them, having a good time.
Well, we know they ain't going on a trip in town. Like,
yeah, I mean, I ain't going. Shit. I ain't going. They going. So Shout out to that, man. Have
How
fun.
you feel about that, Kareem?
Don't get me started.
Don't get Kareem on, like Kareem. Yo, Kareem, end up in the. We don't want you to end up on the couch or in the attic.
No, listen. It's a beautiful thing, bro.
It's beautiful.
Listen,
Beautiful.
you want to go on a Delta trip, man, with a girl with a Soros or Line LS, let her go.
Go. Yes. Go and have fun.
Man,
you your own worst enemy.
Huh?
You know
you your own worst enemy.
Bro, listen, man. My wife belongs to any of these organizations and she want to go. I'm gonna be like, babe, hold on, let me check my pocket. I'm gonna be like,
yeah, my pocket already got emptied, but yeah.
I'm gonna be like James. I'm gonna be like, I got $2.
Flip it.
You know what I'm saying? I got this for you. Good? You know what I'm saying?
Go ahead, get you something to drink.
Go ahead, man. Get you something to drink on me, man.
Some juice.
So juice, yeah. That's it, man. That's all my shout outs, man. Shout out to
when it's time for me to go on my alpha get together.
Yeah.
What you gonna say?
You right.
What you gonna say, man? Come on, man.
Oh, last one. I gotta say this. I want to shout out to my mother celebrating 50 years in Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated.
Yes,
so
I thought I was doing something. 31.
Yeah, she's going to her convention. She's gonna get her I think diamond. They get a pen, a diamond, yes, whatever it's called. So yeah, shout out to her, man. Lane College. Yeah, man. 50 years, bro. 50. And I'm at 22, so I got a long ways to go.
Yeah, it gives us something to aspire for. You
know? Yeah, no doubt. Yeah. So shout out to her.
No, she's golden. Diamond is 75.
Oh, 75?
Yeah.
Sure. Hope pray she get to that.
Listen, man, don't we all?
75.
Don't we all, man. But congratulations, Mama Hayes.
Yes. And Delta Nu Omega. Shout out to them too, because they made sure she's going. They made sure to take care of her when she's going down there. So I definitely appreciate y'all for doing that. Yeah. Shout out to my special Christine.
She's in the chapter. Oh, she at the okay.
Yep.
Christine, shout out to Christine too, man.
That's it for me.
Yo, they got a school opening up too.
Yeah. Definitely, Christine. They got Green Tech.
Oh yeah, I know somebody's son that's a video star, a star.
He just Hey, what can I say, man? The young man has many gifts, and I'm just grateful to God that he gets to exercise them all. Shout outs. So shout out to Brother Ellis, man. So at the Black Heritage Gala this weekend, and I'm shout out to everybody in the chat, but Brother Ellis ran into Brother Ellis at the Black Heritage Gala, and man, he talked about, man, how great it lifted him up last week in terms of the show and what we the discussion and whatnot. And he was like, man, I was at the gym and I basically started having church in the gym. You know what I mean? And I just, when you have those, Isaac talks about it here and there, and he says, there's Mondays that roll around and you just be like, man, maybe Kareem might send that text and say, yo, listen, we got too much going on tonight. Let's postpone. But when you when you run into folks and those dialogues happen, man, it makes me energized. Like yeah, let's get on, let's do what we do, because there are people who are impacted by this, and you know what I mean, and that means something. So yeah, that lifted me up and encouraged me tremendously, bro. So thank you for that. Again, shout out to everybody that was in the chat. Isaac will kind of go down the list and name by name, one by one, but just wanted to shout out to everyone in the chat.
You got it if you want.
Okay. Howard and Leslie Boyd, man, appreciate you, bro, man. Thank you for the engagement, man. Great comments and feedback. Is that Pastor Alfreda Brew? Was that Pastor Alfreda in the comments? Alfreda Jackson?
Yeah.
Yeah, so bless you, Pastor. We appreciate you. Thank you for, just tuning in and sharing, and we appreciate the prayers, tremendously. Calvin, man, bro, I just gotta say I'm proud of you, man. I knew you before Brockport. You know what I mean? So I know the journey into manhood and fatherhood and everything that you've been on, man. And to see the man and father and and partner you are to your your beautiful lady. You know what I mean? It is a blessing to see, man. And that's why we, again, man, we deposit and pour into the brothers that we come in contact with, because that's man, we see it now. You know what I mean? So appreciate you, bro, man, showing the love and tuning in. And always supporting. Brother Tracy, man, shout out, bro. Yes.
Tracy.
Yeah, man, we appreciate you, bro, man. Much love, man. Continue doing all the amazing things that you're doing. And I need some wings, man. Listen, we need some wings, bro. Stop playing. Brother Andy Rose, man, much appreciated. Yo, every time I see Andy, he's like, yo, man, listen, I'm on it every week, even when I don't comment. He's like, yo, I put y'all up on the big screen in the crib, so appreciate you, bro. Appreciate the love, man. Brother Darius, man, much love, frat, man. Thank you for tuning in. And anybody that was on, but didn't comment or whatnot, we appreciate you, man. And just thank you for all the support. Shout out to my cousin Val. She was elevated this weekend, this yesterday at her church. She is now an evangelist. So shout out to my cousin Val, man. God is doing the work, and the word says, he who has begun a good work in you shall perform it even until that day. And I just believe God is going to continue to perform the work that he is performing in you. So much love and continued and many blessings to you. Shout out to everyone connected to or associated with the Black Heritage Gala that was this weekend. Everyone on the planning committee. I'll say names last week so we can keep it short now. But I'll recognize the honorees and the planning committee next week. But I will throw this name out because bRho Alpha, Brother Shay was one of the MCs. So shout out to Brother Shay. And I'm lying. I gotta recognize.
If you Shay MC in some event.
Yeah, he was one of the MCs for the Black Heritage Gala.
He's on the Roach.
I hope he didn't wear his roach.
He did. You come on, like you like.
Why you let that happen,
bro? He got himself dressed.
Hey, B.
He got himself dressed.
7 B.
All right, listen.
You don't do that. You don't do that.
He got himself.
Did you say he got himself dressed?
Yeah.
Bro, what are we doing, man? All right, go ahead. Never mind.
That brooch should never be worn again, man. We saw that brooch.
He ain't gonna retire. He gonna wear 2 now because you said that.
Now that you said something, he gonna wear 2.
Hey, that brooch gotta go. I'll go to his house. I'm stealing that brooch, and I'm not stealing it to wear it. I'm stealing it. So Shafon Higgins, I'm gonna steal your brooch. You're not supposed to wear that no more.
And shout out to Miss Gladys, man, from Gladys Place.
See, Kareem, I gotta make sure you're happy, Kareem.
If anybody has ever had one of Miss Gladys's pies, she was an She wasn't a staple of the community. She was an institution.
Yeah.
Everybody went to Miss Gladys for a sweet potato pie, pecan pie. Man, it just her. She's
still alive or she passed?
No, she's still alive.
Amen, man.
Honoree.
Wow.
She gave remarks. It was just beautiful. Man. It was beautiful to me.
I never had Miss Gladys pie, so I can't. I don't know what y'all talking about.
You missed out, bro.
Yeah. So
that's all she made was she made other stuff too, but
yeah, she's
did. Known for the pies though.
Exactly. So
way better than the patty pies.
Oh yeah,
way better than patty pies.
Way better. You know what I mean? So we'll recognize the other honorees on next week. But I had to, shout out Shay for MCing. Good job, bro. Excellent job.
Shout out to you, Shay.
And
with the brooch.
And Miss Gladys, it was an honor to be in the room with her. And then shout out to my sons. Bam had Kareem got a chance to see him, on some drives yesterday. And
he looking good, man. He got the killer instinct.
and he goes out there and he plays his game. So I love that about him. He plays his game and he just continues to, be himself, and I love that for him. And then same with Bryson. We getting ready for the I was late getting on, not when by the time we got on I was on, but I was a little late getting on for our pre-conversation because my youngest is getting ready for a science fair this Thursday. So, we was working with him and man, he's excited and his partner, his buddy's excited from his classmate, you know what I mean? So it just that to see him excited about anything and really pour his heart into it. I love it and was glad to, that he's like, Dad, can you help me do this? And we 10 toes in on it. And to the one who makes it all happen and possible, man, my backbone, you know what I mean? My amazing wife, I love her. I'm thankful for her, and I praise God for her all the time. So thank you. Appreciate you, babe. Love you.
Love you too, sis. Hey, Ike next.
Oh yeah. We'll wrap it real quick, man. Definitely had to give a formal shout out to my dean, man, for celebrating 31 years, April 8th. Definitely wanted to give you kudos, the whole integrity line as well too. Brother Stanislaw, Brother Shaka, Brother Robert Rose, and of course my dean. For all the knowledge that you poured into us as a chapter, the support that you provided, to us as a chapter, that kind of making sure paving the way and making sure that the road was open for all of us to come through, man. We definitely wanted to honor you today and shout you out, Bruce. So kudos to you. And the
Appreciate
team.
that. Appreciate that.
Yes, sir. Also, it is about that time of year where April 15th is coming up very, very soon. So if y'all have not done your taxes and paid Uncle Sam, make sure y'all go and do that now. It is really Donald Trump.
Is it Jesus? Because didn't the picture like the picture like Jesus?
Nah, he was a doctor. Like I don't know how the fake news got that confused, but
I thought that was Paula White.
He said that he was a doctor in that picture, not Jesus. There's no way that anyone could have thought he was Jesus from that picture. So, but yeah, make sure y'all pay Donald Trump your taxes on the 15th, and if they're late, they're gonna tax you even more. So get ready for that. And speaking of those of you that are gonna be getting your taxes back, all the ladies getting your taxes back, shout out to Chris Brown and Usher for announcing that their new tour and about to take all y'all tax money, man. I know y'all about to pay for that ticket. Now it's not there's gonna be one chick on stage. You're probably gonna have two chicks on stage, breaking up marriages and taking y'all tax money. Y'all have a good time, man. God bless to everybody out there. This is Bro Talk every Monday. Make sure y'all tune in for all the latest news, events, and great things that are impacting the lives of Black men in the city of Rochester and around the world, man. We appreciate y'all for tuning in. Again, we'll see y'all next week, 9 p.m. right here, same time, same channel.
Kareem, don't end it yet. I want you to do something, man. Your mom is celebrating something great. You know what I'm saying? I want to do something for her on behalf of the show.
Okay.
I mean, us four brothers. I have something at John's house. You know what I'm saying? So I want you to go get it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And I want you to go give it to her. So we're going to give her one of these on behalf of the show.
Okay. Appreciate that, man. She will love that. I'm surprised she's not on listening. Every now and then she do.
Yeah, so
hop
let
on
her
and
know,
listen.
man. It's a love from us, man, to her. You know what I'm saying?
I will let her know. I appreciate you, man.
So John got two of them at the crib. So
Okay.
let's go through and just grab one and just give it to her.
I appreciate it.
All right.
And I'll take a picture, man, when she get it, so you can see. She took a picture of it.
Man. It's love, man. Love. 50 years and nothing to be played with, man. And,
no.
You know what I'm saying? Because I did drink her juice at one time. Went over to the house drinking juice. We drink her juice, man. But, it's all good, man. Love and respect for her, man.
Appreciate it.
Ike, what's going on, man? What's up with mom? Mom's good? She enjoying retirement?
She's a weekend, bro. She's a weekend. So, yeah,
hey, man.
Yeah.
Hey, mom, I love you, mom. My lady, man. I love her, boy.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
All right.
All right,
All
everybody.
hearts and minds are clear. All right.
It's clear.
Peace.